Hey, this is Jean-Marc here, and today we're talking about LinkedIn versus cold calling, the uncomfortable but effective truth. Now, has LinkedIn completely replaced the cold call and changed sales life as we know it? I mean, is cold calling dead? Or is there another answer? And if cold calling is dead, who or what killed it? So we're going to explore the answers to these questions and if it even matters. Herein. Now, first off, is cold calling dead? We get this question a lot. We hear it different places. And honestly, I think it comes back to a very simple truth. We don't really like to cold call. I actually cut my teeth coming up in the sales/marketing world doing cold calling and doing various traditional sales roles. And what I find is it's a lot of people that have done it before really just don't want to do it again. So they're asking themselves, do I really have to do it? And really, this whole question of cold calling is dead has two tracks. It's one, whether it's actually effective for your business, and two, if it's actually something you're willing to do for the next 10 years. There's a mentor of mine, he has a great saying that if this is what it takes to get it in the air, this is what it takes to keep it there. And I love going back to that because it reminds you that these business activities that we're doing that keep our business running are not things that we plan to do for a short while, for a short minute, or just to get to some arbitrary number. It's what we plan to keep doing, hopefully, into the future. If it works, why would we stop, right? So we have to make sure we're actually going after stuff that we plan to keep doing. Now, let's talk about some other ways we can actually do this whole cold calling thing, and that's cold messaging with LinkedIn. Now, here's how to prospect on LinkedIn, some broad strokes. First, choose your best approach. Next, start by searching for people by title. Then, narrow searches by relevant qualities. Click on profiles of interest. Find commonalities and include them in a connection note. And then when people connect, wait and pitch. So as far as choosing your best approach, this is really just, it all depends on the goal that you want to achieve with LinkedIn. And depending on this goal, you're going to go about your LinkedIn prospecting or LinkedIn cold messaging, a different way. So there are a couple ways you can go about it. You see there's blind pitching. There are people that actually pitch you in their connection message. And you see there are people that do visible visits and then connect. So they will actually visit your profile and then you get this notification. They visited for X number of days and then they try to connect with you. So there are lots of ways to go about it. It's really going to depend upon the goal that you want to achieve at the end. So start there. After that, what you want to do is start searching for a specific title that you want to target. So you see in our picture here, I start searching for Vice President of Marketing. After we search that, we want to narrow things down by filters. And you can see we have filters such as connection level, whether they're connected with me or they're connected to someone who's connected with me, past companies, industries, locations, specific people they're connected to, current companies, and there's much more there. So choose qualities that allow you to find your ideal prospect. After we get on that list, you want to go to profiles of interest. And there you want to connect by adding a note. Very important. And something important to note, if you are on a mobile device and using LinkedIn that way, LinkedIn connecting with a note is not straightforward on mobile. What you want to do is click on the three dots that are next to either the connect or the follow button, and you'll see the option for personalized invite. Again, do not click the connect button because then you'll just straight up connect with the person. And I can't tell you how many times I have connected with folks that didn't know me from Adam, and I wasn't able to leave them a specific message, which is kind of lame. And now after you connect with these people, you want to wait and pitch. I recommend 48 hours at least because you don't want to be confused with a spammer. And when it comes to pitching correctly, there are really three parts of the pitch. You want to start personally. So you want to mention stuff that they're talking about on LinkedIn or something personally interesting about their profile. Next, you want to talk about what you're about. So you want to say what you're about. Explain quickly your quick elevator pitch. What is it that you have to offer? Why should they care? Lastly, in that pitch, you want to seal the deal. Just go ahead and ask for what you want to ask for. Or even better yet, use video pitching. I recommend this. What you want to do, if you can, is create a video pitch because there are a number of stats behind it, such as 72% of businesses are seeing improved conversion rates with video. Companies using social selling achieve a 16% gain in year-over-year revenue, and there are much more reasons here. Listen, people convert easier over video, and it adds some of that human quality that's missing from straight-up text. So use video if possible, and for that, I recommend using the tool Loom, Loom, to go ahead and record your webcam pitch. And now to keep you in the loop and maybe help you from getting a little lost with this LinkedIn cold messaging, I've included a real LinkedIn cold message sequence here so you can see someone we actually were able to convert using this method. And we have some basic templates here that you can use for your cold messaging activities. And for your LinkedIn cold outreach best practices, remember this: don't use email. It is a waste, trust me. A waste of money and time. Next, stop with the multiple follow-ups. You're on LinkedIn, you're not on a phone. Even with a phone, you could call someone in a week and maybe they're not in your history and doesn't show, but in LinkedIn, all of your message history shows up together. So you are not going to fool anyone that this is the first time you've connected with them. I gotta love those messages that say, hey, I'm just circling back with you after you didn't respond. Listen, buddy, I haven't responded to your message. After the first 5 times, you can't circle back with someone that isn't interested. So skip the multiple follow-ups. Next, take the conversation elsewhere if you can. It's important in our time that people are using multiple channels in order to stay connected. So, hey, if they're not on LinkedIn, try them on email. If they're not on email, try them via a phone call. Either way, try to get them on a different platform, on a different channel. An easy way to do this, and what I recommend you do, is that you go ahead and when you ask for that meeting, say that you'd like to get their email address in order to set up the meeting. One, it actually makes the meeting easier to set up because email is just a really natural way to go ahead and approve meetings versus social media. And 2, it keeps you in the loop with them via another channel so you can stay in front of them. Hey, if they're not on LinkedIn, hit them up via email. Well, this has been LinkedIn versus cold calling, the uncomfortable but convenient truth. This is Jean-Marc. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Peace. Talk to you soon.